Hello everyone, today I'm back with a new video that I will not be singing. Today I will be sharing you guys some important laws of our country. As you guys know that I'm pursuing my law course and I'm about to complete my law course. So it is my deepest pleasure to present you all some of my knowledge which should be useful to you guys in the near future to come. So let's talk with the introduction of our Indian Constitution. After India got independence in 1947, the Constitution was framed by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Dr. Rajendranath Prasad and his team, and it came into force on 26 January 1950. There has been many amendments since the commencement of the Constitution. There have been many alterations as law needs to change according to the present needs of the society. But today we'll be talking only about the rights, freedom given to us citizens, Indian citizens, by the Constitution to enjoy. So let's start by Article 14, which states that equality before law. Equality before law, usually known as rule of law, is known as, which states that no one is above the law and everyone is equal before the eyes of the law. Whether you belong to high class, low class, whether you are Brahmin, whether you are Kshatriya, Dalit, or any higher being, if you have done wrong, the law will punish you in according to the procedure established by law. So, as you can see, Article 14 means equality before law. So, if you think that you are being treated unequally on the basis of your caste, tribe, etc., then you can use this article as a shield to protect yourself against from those atrocities. So now let's come to Article 15. Yeah, like I was talking, that Article 15 is also same, which state that there will be no discrimination on the basis of culture, etc. And same goes to Article 16, equal opportunities, job opportunities, like to contest any election or whatever. Everyone will be given equal opportunities to participate. And Article 17 states that abolition of untouchability. As you know that Gandhiji was the main pioneer who opposed untouchability, and he was the one who raised his voice against untouchabilities. Untouchabilities are those people, are those section of societies who are who belong to the lowest caste, like Dalits. In the olden times, these people were looked down upon. They weren't even permitted to enter inside the temple or in the colony or at the village. They were treated like animals, discriminated, downtrodden. So this article states, Article 17, Article 17 Article 17 Article 17 abolish untouchability in India and give those Dalits their rights and equal status in the society. So now let's talk about Article 18. Article 18, also known as abolition of titles. In the older times, the Britishers give titles to certain person like Rai Bahadur, etc. But this Article 18 states that there will be no titles except for awards like Padma Shri, etc. Those titles are permitted. So as you can see, I've already mentioned about Article 14 to 18, which is in relevance to equality. So now let's talk about the most important law provided in our Indian Constitution, which is in the form of fundamental rights. So many of you might have gone through these fundamental rights in your high school textbook and all, but there are certain points which haven't been mentioned in those lessons. So I'll be sharing to you guys some important facts about those rights, those freedom given under Article 19. So now let's talk about Article 19 1A, which is known as freedom of speech and expression. Freedom of speech and expression is a very important freedom given to the citizen. Freedom of speech and expression is in connection with the Right to Information Act, which was amended in 2005. Freedom of speech and expression doesn't only mean that we can express our grievances to the government and all, but freedom of speech and expression literally means that we can even ask the government, we can even question the government about their accountability, whether they are governing the state as directed by the center or not. So freedom of speech and expression. So it doesn't mean freedom of expression is absolute right. It's not an absolute right. It's not an absolute right. There are certain exceptions. Like under Article 19(2), there are certain exceptions given, like that you cannot express or you cannot give a speech against anyone to defame or to disrupt the society, which is unlawful. Freedom of speech and expression must be under certain limit, that it must be used for the benefit of the people, for yourself, but it does not amount to extreme coercion and all. So freedom of speech, like recently we have came across this case in Nagaland about this Hemat Chaudhary. Even though we are given the freedom of speech and expression, whatever, this is the best illustration you guys can find now, because we can talk, we are given freedom to express whatever we want, but it doesn't mean that whatever we speak must hurt the sentiments of other people, of other sections of the society. Like recently she defamed us Nagas, so that comes under IPC section 420, which can also be termed as defamation, and I guess it's on IPC section 502, instigation of creating a dispute between different states. So as you can see, Article 19(1)(a), freedom of speech and expression is not absolute. So when you use this right, you must keep in mind that your expression or your speech must not go against the law as procedure established by the Constitution. So this is it. There are certain freedom given under Article 19, like B, freedom to assemble peacefully. We can assemble peacefully. We can form association and unions. 19D, to move freely across any part of the country. Article 19E, to reside in any part of the country or territory of India. Article F was omitted. Right to property was omitted by 44 amendment. Before it was a fundamental right, but now right to property is now a legal right under article article 300A. Now it's a legal right, it's not a fundamental right. So I hope you guys have learned something. So in the next video I will be sharing you some very important section which will be very helpful to you, mostly guys. I will be sharing where you can instigate yourself, right to self-defense, even if you murder a person, where you can evade arrest and all, where you can appeal, or whatever rights have you got when you get arrested, if you have done something unlawful or if you have gone against the law. So this is the end of the video. I hope you guys have I hope you guys have learned something new. If you guys like this video, please like, share, subscribe, and let everyone know about their rights, because we human beings are social animals and are governed by law. Without law, we are no less than an animal. So it's better to know the laws and to stay under it. This is the end of it. Thank you everyone. Have a nice day.